This is
for some of the guys we drafted, and I just wanted to go over them a little bit. First would be J.C. Horn. J.C. Horn, he had as his number 4 corner on the board. Had him as a top 20. Had his NFL comparison to Xavier Rhodes, who at one point had a little hot stretch of being one of the better corners in the league. Probably about a 2-3 year run. Strengths for J.C. Horn, he said he was a height, weight, speed specimen, which we know. For his build, he is very fast. I think he ran a 4.41. So yeah, athleticism. J.C. Horn is very athletic. He can run with just about anybody. Physicality. J.C. Horn is a dog. He's willing to come up and make tackles. He's willing to attack the ball, attack receivers through the ball. Click. CNC ability. He's able to break on a lot of passes because of his speed. He's very fluid. He can go, if you need him to drive on a comeback or on a slant route, he's going to do that, and he's going to do it well. Competitiveness at the point of catch. Again, that's part of J.C. Horn being a dog. He definitely is going to try to swat balls. He's definitely going to try to get his pass defense. He's definitely going to attack. He's not one of the ones where he necessarily gonna let the receiver catch it and then try to get at their hands. Nah, he want to make sure you never even touch it. Recovery speed. When you're that fast, that long, that big, you would hope to have recovery speed. Capable blitzer. J.C. Horn definitely can blitz. He did a little bit better blitzing earlier in his career when he was playing in a nickel. But still a very capable blitzer. Versatility. He can guard anybody. I mean, when you watch his film, he was guarding Kyle Pitts. I've seen him guard Jamar Chase, Waddle, Smith, inside, outside. He's not one of those corners who just sits on one side. Bloodlines, we know his dad's Joe Horn. Upside, J.C. Horn has more to learn about being a corner, especially being an outside corner. He wasn't an outside corner, but for the last year or two. But weaknesses, only 2 career interceptions. I mean, yeah, that's true. It's going to be hard to get interceptions though when you're only getting the ball thrown at you once every, I think it was 26 or 27 coverage snaps, highest in college football. So you're not getting that many opportunities. But he definitely looked fluid when he was catching the ball. Handsy, yeah, he can be a little handsy. He can grab a little bit. That's part of that being physical. Change of direction isn't the cleanest. When you have a corner that big, I mean, that can always be weaknesses. You can kind of struggle with those smaller, faster, twitchy receivers. Tackling issue, I mean, I don't really agree with that as much, but I respect Louie T's opinion on that. So, Terrence Marshall, looking at Louie T's breakdown, size, and speed, running a 4.41 for a bigger receiver. For a 6'3", 6'4" guy is very good. Acceleration and rack. Terrence Marshall, again, when you played at LSU, you have to know what to do once you get the ball in your head. Excuse me. And then athleticism, Terrence Marshall, body control, all that. Both of those to me is Terrence Marshall is a bigger guy and he plays as a bigger guy. He's a very fluid athlete. We've been seeing that in training camp currently. Natural hands, that's obvious. Route running ability. Yeah, Terrence he can get it out of his breaks. He runs a lot of different routes. Catching traffic, again, that's part of playing big. Formational flex. Terrence Marshall played a little bit of everything. When he first got there, he was behind Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson on the depth chart and the target list. So he played a little bit more slot. And then when they left, so he can play the X, the Y, or the Z. Touchdown machine. Yeah, Terrence Marshall was a touchdown machine with and without Joe Burrow. And he stepped up in 2020 with Justin Jefferson being in the league and Jamar Chase not playing football as the guy and still produced. Occasional concentration drops. We've been seeing that in the preseason. More physical as a player. And then he had a 2019 foot injury. that I guess you hoping doesn't flare up. But DJ Chark is a very good comparison. I feel like for Terrence Marshall, so I'm not mad at that comparison. And I think Terrence Marshall is going to be a baller sooner rather than later, honestly. So this was the people that I saw Louie T do on his draft prospect series, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in.
Empire, 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 Empire.